Hi everyone, welcome to another Cabinet Vision Guy tech tip. Today we're going to be taking a look at the section editor and how it allows us to adjust some of our cabinet components but also keep the parametrics. So there's a few different ways of adjusting our components inside CV, and I'm down on assembly level. So through face, plan or end view, what I can do is I can pick on a component, and what I'm actually going to do with this assembly is I've just got a top stretcher in the front and I'm going to drop the back down just to create me a sync base unit. So through face view, what I can do is I can click on the back itself, and then on the left hand side I can then access the size properties for this component, and the 720 I'm just going to drop that down by 200 millimeters. And if I head back to 3D view, as you can see, this looks fine, and if I was just building this one assembly, this would be fine for me. But what I want to do is I want to make sure this retains its parametrics. So if I go back to section view for a second and I right click and just alter the size of the assembly. So I'm going to make it, say, 1170, and take a look in face view, or in 3D we'll say, and it's just hidden behind the shelf, but what it's done is it's kept the back in its position that I originally set it to. So all that I've achieved really by altering the size manually is I've just put an override on that component, which means it's now not going to work with the rest of the assembly. So what I'm going to do is I'm firstly going to just correct that by right clicking and going to properties, and then I'm going to go into overrides and I'm going to remove my size adjustment, and we should see our back restore to its original size. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to head to the section view. I'm going to come into modifications and I'm going to click on adjust parts. And what this does is it lets me affect a few different standard components we've got on cabinet level. That's the top, the bottom, the back, the toe, the right end and the left end. Obviously for this one I'm going to pick on the back and I'm going to do -200. And then if we take a look here, you'll see that my back has now dropped down 200, but the difference being that if I go to section view now and modify my assembly again, and I'll set this one back to 870, we should see that that has now remained parametric. If at any point I want to remove that, all I need to do is go back into section view, and because we've added this on cabinet level essentially, or added an override to cabinet level, if we go to modifications and overrides, we should see that we've got our back height adjustment in there. Again, if we want to remove it, all we need to do is hit remove and hit OK, and you should see that our back is now the correct height. Hopefully you found this video useful. We're also on Facebook, that's facebook.com/thecabinetvisionguy, on Instagram as well, that's instagram.com/thecabinetvisionguy. Cheers!